How I destroyed my dad's abusive girlfriend's life. When I was 10 years old, my dad got a new girlfriend, Lauren. Lauren was an evil monster. When I first met her, she was lovely and friendly. I quickly liked her. But over the years, everything went downhill fast. It started small. Lauren would steal my things, then deny it. Of course, everyone believed her. She'd tell me that my dad loved her more than me and that if she wanted to, she could click her fingers and he'd never see me again. She read my diary, then told everyone what I'd written. She reported me to the RSPA for hurting my animals. After a couple of years, she had my dad laying hands on me. She would constantly tell my dad how bad I was and encourage him to hurt me. After a while, he'd always snap and end up doing what she wanted. There are so many more things she did, but you get the picture. My dad and Lauren separated when I was about 16 years old, but they still had a house together. It was around this time I decided I'd get even. I spent months on my plan, and this is what I did. I wanted Lauren's entire life to fall apart all at once, so everything had to be perfectly timed. I started by getting her fired and a minor criminal record. Lauren worked at a police warehouse for seized items, but naughty Lauren was stealing from the warehouse, so I made notes on what she stole and when. Once I had a decent enough list, I anonymously contacted her boss with my list. Lauren was immediately suspended. After a few weeks, she was found to be guilty of stealing. She was immediately fired and charged with theft, including theft of a Class C substance. Now Lauren was unemployed and pretty much unemployable. On to stage 2, Lauren, with no income, needed to sell the house as she was now unable to pay her mortgage. My dad also wanted to sell so he could move in with his new girlfriend. So I made the house unsellable and pretty unpleasant to live in. My dad and Lauren were stupid and never locked their back door, so I'd sneak in when I knew they were out and hide disgusting things, bugs everywhere, old prawns hidden under floorboards. I even stitched some old prawns into the bottom of the curtains. Dead mice everywhere, including under Lauren's pillow. Live mice in the pantry. The house stank and no one could figure out why. Estate agents refused to list it or would only list it for far under the value, and potential buyers would leave quickly after no one could explain the source of the vile smell. Lauren was approaching bankruptcy, exactly what I wanted. Only one area of her life left to destroy. Lauren had been in a new relationship for a year or so with this guy. We'll call him John. Well, Lauren was cheating on John, and with his own father of all people. Poor John proposed to Lauren. He needed to know who she really was. One day when Lauren had John's dad over, I got in the house via the unlocked back door. I grabbed her mobile, which she'd left in the kitchen. I texted John from her phone pretending to be Lauren. I told him I was sick and asked him to come over. Of course, good old John rushed over. I unlocked the front door and texted him letting him know to let himself in as I was in bed sick. I left and hid around the area. The drama was intense. Lauren and John's dad half unclothed chasing after John in the street, screaming, crying. I think John might have even punched his dad before driving off. Obviously the relationship was over, and John's dad even ditched her in an attempt to get his son's forgiveness. So Lauren was alone, broke, unemployable, facing charges and about to be bankrupt. I ended up finding out Lauren then went through with suicide a little while later. I have no regrets.